Hello everyone, and welcome back to Design and Craft with CWD. I'm Chari, and I want to welcome all of you new subscribers to my channel. And I hope you have a lot of fun with us. I try to do something a little bit out of the box. As much as I can possibly can. Sometimes, like everything else, you run out of ideas and maybe you might do something else that you think would be cool from somebody else that have made it and make it your own, okay? But most of the time, I try to do something different. This is my first communion collage, okay? And the reason I'm showing you this is because it's very special to me. And I was trying to get it, preserve it, or have pieces in here, pieces in there. I thought, this is not gonna work. Let me go ahead and do the collage. And I did. A friend of mine did this for me. She's awesome. And so there's a few things in here that is the original of my first communion, of course, the picture. And also my little bracelet ring and earrings trio. Let's see if I'm sorry for the glare, folks. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, that's good. And these are very special to me. My mom was at the Holy Land at the time. She was working in that area, and she made it just on time for my first communion, and she bought that there. So it's very, very special to me. And then, of course, I also had a medal with the Sacred Heart of Jesus, which is my favorite, my very, very favorite. And anyway, so this is original to my first communion. Also, this handkerchief. The handkerchief was embroidered, and it's hard to tell. Let me see if I can get it. It's beautifully done by a lady. They did it all kinds of embroideries by hand. And I mean, that stuff is so beautiful. My name is so tiny, tiny, tiny. Satin stitch. You would think she just wrote it down there. Anyway, so I'm really proud of it. And then I made this pair of gloves, simulating my original ones. Sometime I wanted to make a pair, and I did it. Actually, I make more than one. If I can find my other pair, I'll show it to you before, not this tutorial, but before the tutorial's all done, okay? And so that's there. This is not also my original missile, but what it is it was done in the same year that I was born. I couldn't find one with the year that I did my first communion, because most of them would have been about the same, but they didn't. So I found this one, which it was very, very close, and it was on the year that I was born. So I bought it in an antique shop in Barcelona and love it. I just love it. And it's made out of a mother of pearl and with the Sacred Heart of Jesus. And it's beautiful. I think it's coated with 18 karat gold or something like that. It's awesome. And of course, the rosary in here, I bought it for my little granddaughter, but she started to be Catholic, but then somehow she ended up to be Methodist, so, and which I'm very proud of her. I mean, I love it. My youngest daughter and her husband are Methodist, and they're super people, good Christian people. Anyway, and this here is the rosary, like I said, I was going to buy for her. Since she did not make her first communion, then I kept it for myself, of course. So this is my collage. Now, I'm not going to do a collage like this. What I wanted to do, and if I had time, or I have had known shabby chic at the time, let me put this back up, please. I would have done it in a box, and that's what we're gonna do, okay? So let me show you what the fabrics we have. This is, again, a very special fabric that I bought in Spain years ago. It's beautiful. It actually is a lining, believe it or not, but it's gorgeous. I was gonna line a jacket, and then I never did get a chance to make that jacket, so I didn't do it. But I thought, perfect for this, for what I'm going to do. So this is the fabric that we're going to use. But unfortunately, the little Bible that I got, which by the way, I got it at Dollar Tree, okay, was black. I can never find a white one. And of course, it shows through the color. I didn't like that. So what I'm going to do is put some batting on it, and then we'll put the fabric over it and so on. But that's just what we're gonna do. And also this is the lace that I chose, and it's absolutely beautiful. No, it's not in the store. Okay, I'm sorry. On Creating with Detail store, but it is it's something that I I had is absolutely gorgeous, and I thought for this particular project, which I have plenty, we can do, I can use it for this. This is in the store, and it's beautiful. It's a little tiny little trim lace that I have, and it's just really pretty. So, and also see it all kind of coordinated in the colors. And then this one here too, in case I need it. I'm not sure yet if I need it or not, but I pull it out so that I won't have to go after it. I think I got this Hobby Lobby, and it's the Avery. And if I didn't get it in Hobby Lobby, probably Walmart. I don't remember, one or the other, but yeah. Okay, this is something we had at the stores. We don't anymore. The only time, unless I can find it somewhere, we don't have it. But isn't it gorgeous? And this, I will put it somewhere too in our little, videos on whatever we're making. And what else? Oh yes, I just got this. This is a winter white. Winter white. See, it just matches beautifully. It's a winter white seam binding. Okay. And the difference between the winter white and the white is a lot. Let me see just a sec here. Oh, here it is. Here's the white. And the white is pretty, okay? It's beautiful. It's white, but it's white. So when you put it on that, it's in comparison. Let's see if I can just kind of waterlap both together. Can you see? This is the white. This is the winter white. It's just beautiful. It looks rich. It looks awesome. We do have that at the store, by the way, okay? And of course, we have the white one also. Okay, let's see then. What else? I think so far that's what we got to work with, okay? So let's get with it. Let me move this slightly this way, and that way we can start working on it. So the first thing I'm going to do, of course, is go ahead and I already cut it, the length I wanted, exactly like what I wanted. I usually go like this a little bit with the back of the side of that, because it will not leave lumps, and also makes it, stand a little better. Let me show you again. I put a little bit and then just slide the thing in there, see? Gets it, but it's nice and smooth. Because sometimes, unless you go really fast, it's gonna get lumpy, right? See? Here we go. Let's take nice in there. I thought that would be the ideal thing to do for the First Communion. It's such a special, it's a Catholic church, of course, so some of you may not, be able to use this, but, this can go in any direction. When the children are baptized in the different churches, whatever they do, you make a little kind of a little box of it so they can remember. I remember my first communion. Oh my goodness, it was so special to me, because I felt like I was receiving Christ for the first time, and my goodness, it was special. And you know what? He has not let me down ever. That's wonderful in it. Anyway, but yeah, you can do this, and also maybe you know somebody that is Catholic. Maybe you are, and you want to do it for your daughter, your grandchildren, whoever. That is what it's all about. And if nothing else, just to put a little memory book just to have. Baptism, whatever, I mean, it can go on and on and on. Mrs. T, Margaret, she made a box for the wedding for the bride, and I tell you, that was beautiful. And I made one, and I don't remember if I actually made a video on that, but I did make one. Maybe it's to give away or something for a friend or something. Like I said, I don't remember right now. But You know, I make so many videos and I don't watch them. I don't look at them that often unless I'm looking for something. And so I don't know what I do. But she did that, and she really inspired me with that. I mean, she's an awesome. She's a very beautiful crafter. She's a lovely lady. And anyway, she does. She did a box for a wedding, like I say, and she had the pillow. She had the garter. You know, a little envelope out of fabric to put it in, you know, and it was great. So if you find it, it's a good video to watch. All of her stamps are great videos to watch, and it's called Mrs. T. So check it out. Okay, so I got this in here. So now what I'm going to do is cut me a little piece of this. Okay. Alrighty, and what I'm going to do is you will get enough fabric for all of your projects, because right now this is the first project of the First Communion, but for all of them you will get, like I said, you know, all of your fabric for all the projects. Everything. Including your little Bible, you can get it, but I mean, I'll probably include it in there. If I can find white ones, I will do it. But like I said, I haven't found any white ones. See, it just kind of makes it nice. And we're going to cover that up. We don't worry about that. And if I any chance, you know, I do a video sometimes and I think, oh, maybe I need something else in it, okay? I will show it to you in the following video with a change, of course. It kind of gives a little pretty little cush to it. I like that. I'm going to go ahead and cut a little bit of it just to get me out of the way. And I say I love this fabric. I just fabric is always been my thing, my passion. I go to a fabric store and I'm just like feeling everything, because I just, you know, and I visualize when I'm feeling if it's going to be right for a project or not. That's why I do it, I think. Okay, there we go. And we're going to get it down here. Okay, there we go. I think that's all pretty. And I'm going to go ahead and cut off what I don't need. Like I said, don't worry, this black will not show. Because I probably put some, probably paint it with a little bit of gold, the same kind of a gold paint. So we will take care of it. I guess I didn't do this one very good. Let me go ahead and do that one. Okay. Kind of hard to get these open and get it. Also, we'll change the black ribbon there too. So. Nothing black is gonna show. We don't want nothing black. I have no idea why they make these bubbles and they put black on it, because it's so somber. And this shouldn't really take too long to make, so I'll just go into, like I said, just try to get them all done, and then the last thing, we'll just go ahead and do the box. And we'll have everything to put in the box, won't we? Okay. Alrighty. Okay, I think I got it pretty well. Anyway, good. So now comes the fun. What I want to do is come here. Actually, what I would like to do first, before I do anything else, I want to go ahead and put a little bit of this on it, because I'm going to trim it with something else, and it's going to be better if I do that. Let's see, make sure I'm in the right track here. I'll go ahead and start in here somewhere, you know, that way we don't have to, oh yeah, see, it will look so much better. Okay, there we go. Let's see if I can get this out of. It's hard to see which way you're going to get that. There we go. And if you could bring it slightly out, even better, see? Like right there. Can you see that a little bit in there? Because that way, you know, it just looks a little more finished, and you don't get to see any of this. Okay, and here's what I'm gonna go down all the way to the edge. Okay, then I'm gonna come back, and about the same width of this trim, you're gonna come down, because when you do that, what happens, then you make a beautiful matte corner. See, so you don't have to cut. I really have a pretty little you know, that's what I have trouble when we go to Shabby Chic. They just trim here, trim there, and get the raw edges, and I'm sorry, I cannot do that. I'm so sorry. But that's not my thing. So I try to show y'all you can do a pretty corner without having to do that. Sometimes, you know, we can actually cover those things, but sometimes you don't, and I tell you, see, to me, that looks really nice and finished. Okay. Again, back. And you want this, of course, to be at the edge, you know, see? Back. And the width of the trim, the very width of the trim, excuse me. I just hold it and then go back this way, see? And when you do that, there you go. You got another corner. Slightly put a little bit of a drop of that glue and come down. And there you go. Okay. It's not hard, just taking a little time up, you know, and just do it. That's just what it is. Let's see, get that off. Alrighty. let me bring it in just slightly more in. There we go. I like that better. I have to bring some more stuff, but yeah, I like that better. It was a little bit too much out, and I didn't want it out that much, okay? And again, back, see, make sure it's at the edge. There we go. Back and down. And you can tell, you know, that your corner is done when you do that. Okay. There we go. I just want to make sure that this was finished before I put the lace, see? And I think it'll look a little better. And okay, again, let me make sure it's to the end first. You do want to make sure it's right at very, very end, okay? And then back. And then right on it. Let's see. Okay. And not a lot of glue, by the way, just a little bit. Okay. And here we go. And I want to go straight on it. Okay. And then just put a little bit of thing in here. And a little bit of thing in there. And we're going to cut it just barely over. Okay. I don't want to put a lot of, oops. There you go. Let's see if I can get this little mess out of the way. Okay. Alrighty, there we go. And here you have your pretty little book already done. Okay? Okay. Oops. I better pick it up or my little cat will be playing with it for sure. And by the way, he's doing really well. He's well now, so I'm really happy about it. It's just, you know, it's one of those things that happens that you have to kind of check every once in a while, unfortunately. Okay. Okay, this is what I want to do right here. And actually, I want to come out, put, excuse me, this little bit in here, this little bit in here, right at the edge of it, like so. And then this like so, okay? So, there we go. I like that, you know, it comes out a little bit. So, and then we just, I'm gonna cut this little bit in here, but then I'm going to try to bring, maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. Okay, but I was trying to bring this, let's see if I can do this a little bit this way, cut it in the middle, and then maybe, yeah, I think it's gonna work. Let's see if we can get it, maybe not. Okay, well, it didn't do that. That's okay. We'll just cut it anyway. See, you don't know until you try. Okay, and here, let me go ahead and get this done. Oops. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. And we're gonna cut it. Very pretty. I just want it in the front because I think that's what it needs. You know, usually the cover is in the front, okay? So this here, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off like this. Okay, like that. Okay, let me just go ahead and finish. And over here. I hope y'all seen it okay. Okay, there we go. See how pretty that is? That looks pretty, doesn't it? I like it. I do. Okay, this is gonna go here, and this little bit is gonna go right here. Okay, and this here just lightly, and we will do something else to it. Okay. And now I just want to go ahead and go ahead. I think, yeah, these are all done. Okay. And I think in here is okay too. Except of course right in here. There we go. Now, if by some chance when we get the, on this one, I'm gonna put this one. If by some chance we cannot get any of this, okay, I will do the regular rhinestone. It's in here somewhere, but you know which I'm talking about, just the regular rhinestone, but you know, by the yard. So one way or the other, we'll get it for you. But I hope I can get this one because it's beautiful. And right now, what I'm going to do is, let's see what I'm going to do. See, I want to put that right in here and then right here because it needs it. And but before I do that, I'm going to put this little bit in here. Just from here to here for the bottom of the, you know, this trim, okay? Just right here, from here to there. I think that's pretty. I'll trim it right there. Trim it right there too. Okay. Oops. Alrighty. It just finishes it off right there. It doesn't show anything else. And if we want to do something else, we can. But it just kind of makes it more finished, you know, in here, okay? And the only thing I might want to do in here right now is just put some pearls. Man, hold on just a sec. I didn't get those pearls out, but I will. And it kind of covers a little bit in there, see? I like that. So let's just do that, shall we? Oops. I guess I didn't put enough in here. Okay. Okay. I like that. Absolutely. Okay. And then see how there's like little pieces in here and there, little dots. I probably do put some little pearls in there also, okay? If I don't do it right now, because it's going to take time, I will do them, and then on my next video for the other project, then of course I will show you what I've done, okay? But it will be very easy, like I said, it's just these little dots in here. And either, I haven't decided if it's going to be rhinestones or pearl, or maybe a combo of both, but you know, I will put something in there, and it really is going to show up that way, okay? Alrighty. Now, let's see. Let me get this open. I'll do it this way. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I really do like this in here. So I think I'm going to bring it in. But also, I like this little trim, see? And I was wondering, maybe, you know, that might work. By bringing that right in there in the little corner, and I can put something in there, you know, to make it look like we wanted to do it that way. Like, for instance, see, I can cut this little bit in here, and that's going to go right in there and give us a nice little corner, okay? So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it work that way. By God, by golly. Where there's a will, there is a way. See? And then I'll put a little something on each corner, and that's going to be awesome. Yeah, it gives me a little something else on this little pretty little thing. So, like I said, I want to make this very, very special. Alrighty. It's just kind of between, you know, the trim a little bit, because the rest I will be covered by the pearls. And also, see, it just kind of goes with this in here too, so it's going to be really pretty. Oh yeah. Okay, now this one I'm going to do the corner thing again. Let's see if we can do that. I'm going to bring it all the way to the end. Bring it in and bring it like that. Okay, and look at that. That looks pretty good. Just bringing it in right there at the edge of the, come in a little bit more actually. There we go. And that'd be fine. Because you want to go right in the center of it, okay? But it kind of rounds the little corners a little bit. Oh yeah. And again, we'll bring it out and we'll bring it in. See? Awesome. I like that. Right. Oh, I just like this so much better. And yeah, it will be able to do the same thing on the other end. See, so that's going to be cool. Oh, yes. I like when things happens and, it turns out right. Because you don't know until you try, right? And now I'm just going to bring it in so that I can, like I said, I'm going to cut it again. This is the one I want, so I'm going to cut it this little bit in here. Other one. And there we go. See what I did? I just cut this little bit in here. I didn't need it, okay? And then actually, see this little bit in here too? I'm going to cut that off because I don't want it in there. I do not want it in there because it don't look right. But if you cut it, it's perfect. There we go. See, now you can put it on and it's going to lay right there very nicely. See? The same as this one. And it looks like it's supposed to be. I like this a lot. I really, really do. Okay. Oops. Oh, yeah. So here you have it. All right, let's do this here now because this is going to be awesome. This is this side, this side. I think, okay. Now we're gonna put that right over here. You want it just right in there, that corner right there, like so. And this you want to do a little bit at a time. Make sure you get plenty, no gobble it up, but put enough glue so they will hold it, okay? Oh, that's going to be so pretty. It's very sweet. Have to give me some more glue here. Here it goes. I still love my Surebinder glue gun. It's been a joy, not to have all that stuff coming out of everywhere. And by now, as much as I use mine, the other one I would have glue oozing out of everywhere. So I really like this. And we still have some at the store. Also, we just came in more of the bow makers. So we got some more. We ran out, which I like. And I hope, and it's the same deal, with the 5 yards of my laces that I'm putting in there. So y'all can be able to have some laces, excuse me, ribbon. Oh, what I'm thinking, don't I? The ribbon that I'm putting on there for you to do bows. I had so many ribbons. I thought, well, how am I to get rid of all these ribbons? Well, figured it out. I put it on when you buy the Decothon bow maker, you actually get 5 yards of a yard of different ones, total 5 yards of ribbon. Okay. Okay, I just want to be sure this one turns this way. Okay. So anyway, excuse me. Oh, that looks so pretty. Oh yes, oh yes. I'm going to be having some DGs for this too. I don't have them right now as I'm making this, but it will be here. And it will be in the store, you know, when this is out. So, in other words, because I'm going to use some of them, the DGs. Just love, 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 love this, folks. Love it. Nice turning out. It's very sweet. And yes, it's got a lot of bling, but what little girl doesn't want bling, right? Yep. I know my little bitty one, my little great granddaughter, she loves it. She's gonna be a blingy little girl, I think. Okay. So basically, I think I'm gonna stop right there, which is the same as a stop right here. I need to find something to put in here, and I don't know yet what. Maybe the flower. I have no idea, but I will. And as I say, I will put some pearls in here. And I think when I make, I'll put all the pretty little pearls in there with the pearls in here, it's going to be perfect. Now I had, excuse me, I had, if I can find it again. Oh, here it is. I don't know whether, oops. I don't know whether I'm going to be having smaller crosses. Right now, that's all I have is the big ones. But, hello. Is this gorgeous or what? If I can get smaller ones, I will be getting smaller ones, okay? But if not, you get a big one, and you can put it on any way you want to. But I thought it needed something in here, and I think, why not a cross? It's absolutely gorgeous. And so I'm not going to put it on yet because I'm hoping I can get a smaller one. I haven't been to the store. I picked this up for some reason, but I have not been to my store where it is and see what we got there. But if we have some smaller ones, I think it will work much better. But if not, hey, it does work for me. Okay? So I'll do the other stuff. I'll see what else I can do. If I don't do this, I'll do something else. And I will be showing it to you in my next video. And until then, I'll see you later.